Okay. So yeah, like I said, tackling that level first means I can 100% Sunny Villa on my first visit, as opposed to having to come back once I have Sheila. That was my whole reason for doing that whole thing first. Convenience, pretty much. I have it pretty mapped out how I like to do the first world, but then I get to the second world and it's just like, I don't really have any specific map in my head of how to do it. But I always tend... One thing I will say is though, is that I will always go after the character levels first. Because that does cut some of the backtracking down.
Oh my, can you help us? Hordes of ferocious rhinocs have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
I have no idea why. I thought these were mice in the original game. And obviously now I can clearly see that that's not the case. Alright, so this is Sunny Villa. This is probably what most people would tackle as their first level. But, you know, in my case, like I said, I tackle it as my second level. Hello, come here, you. There's a couple of new elements in this, as well as, you know, Sheila obviously making a comeback in this level. I'm sorry if you don't like Sheila, that's just tough. You still gotta play as her if you want 100%. Is there any gems? No, there isn't. I don't remember everything about this. I know that I find it very easy to miss gems here. I will say I don't particularly go much on the people we have to rescue in this level, because they're so arrogant.
We showed those two bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
Such bravado. It's just like, you can be grateful. Well, I imagine he was grateful, but you know what I mean, right? I could have finished them off ages ago, then why didn't you? And they're all like it. Oh boy. I keep feeling like there's a gem down there that I probably missed. It's happened before, where I have literally been here and I've thought I've got all the gems, and it turned out I hadn't. I'd actually missed one. Oh well.
This Rhinoc is too big to charge. You'll have to flame him using the attack button.
Okay. Just in case you didn't know that, Zoe's here to give you the helping hand that you so desperately need. So, I like to run in between all these houses and buildings, buildings, whatever, just to make sure that I've definitely got all the gems in between them, because it's so easy to miss them. They are, I swear they're easier to miss here than they were in the original, because obviously they blend in a little bit better into the environment. Whereas I kind of feel like they stuck out a lot more in the original. I want that egg, actually. No sense in leaving it behind. Vanessa. Alright. Go over here. Grab these gems. You can set these on fire. They don't really do anything other than change the aesthetic and make you look like a complete and utter jerk, because you're setting everyone's scenery alight. And I missed these. I knew I was going to miss something. But yeah, that's something you can do. I at least appreciate that you can actually impact on the environment, like around you. That's really, I like that a lot. So there's two things I can do here. Over there is where we can tackle Sheila's section of the level. But before I do that, this is really easy for me to miss. Well, the very first time I played this, I never thought to come up here. But you have to if you want 100%. Ah, Miles caught me. Never mind. Okay. But yeah. That's literally all there is up here. But again, I'm going for everything, so I want to make sure that I don't miss a thing. So let's hop up here. Now, I think Spyro 3's apparently got the biggest issue with, like, despawning and stuff. What am I doing? Where am I going? Come on, wake up, Chrissy. Oh, up here. This is just what I've heard, like, sometimes, like, gems don't spawn in, so you can't 100%. I didn't have that issue on my first playthrough, thankfully, so hopefully shouldn't happen in this one either. Oh, Sheila. Come on in. I can't do a Sheila voice for the life of me.
Hey, Spyro. There are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of this tower.
Alas, I have lost my love. She's being guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Oh, no breaks. One thing I will say is that the music for the characters, like the alternative characters, always changes. So, well, I say always changes. It always uses the same track. So this is Sheila's track. It's always going to play when you're in control of Sheila, no matter what level you're in. Kind of a bit of a disappointment, but this was the case in the original as well. It's just I would have liked for the music to Sunny Villa to have stayed, even if we're using Sheila. I like to make sure I've not missed anything because I'm really bad at doing that. And you know, sometimes Sparks doesn't feel like picking up gems as well. So, oi! That was close. So that's obviously something I've got to factor in. This is easy to miss. Another thing that's easy to miss. So I want to make sure I knock that out beforehand so I don't end up missing anything. There we go. There we go. Right. Pretty straightforward. Make sure we wipe out all the enemies. So there's like subsections now. I think they did this to try and prevent like people like glitching or something. I'm not entirely sure what the story is behind that, but there's like subsections now. The only kind of thing that bothers me with these is that there's gems in them. And that is one thing that I do feel that for all that it did wrong, that's one thing I'm glad that Enter the Dragonfly did not do. Because the thing is if you miss any gems in these, you got to backtrack all the way through. I appreciate the, obviously, you know, I do appreciate it, but, like, I appreciate they wanted to make these, like, nice and, you know, not just, like, little challenges. They actually wanted to expand on the level, probably, but, I don't know. I just think it's a pain if you miss a gem and you got to go all the way back through these, and, yeah. Thank goodness for Sparks, that's all I will say. So I tend to get very paranoid when I come into these, and I tend to like constantly use Sparks to make sure I haven't missed any gems. And there's our lady that we're looking for. Gonna get all these gems first. Hello.
What? Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
I love that. I love that. She's like, I don't want to know. For goodness sake, make this man leave me alone. I think we can all relate to her in some way. Well, all women can, especially. But you speak to her again.
If you see Marco, please tell him I've moved out.
I don't know. There's something about that always gets a little chuckle out of me. Right, you want me to drop down? Whoa! Luckily, we can do that. Yeah, there is one gem left in this area, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna just take you on, can't talk to you again. But I can give you a kick. That one was for Rapunzel. Leave her alone! Rapunzel's sick of your nonsense. It's not romantic to keep pursuing someone when they keep saying no. It's actually just really kind of a little bit annoying. If we say no, we mean no, okay?
Hi, Spyro. Each time a fairy zaps you, like this, it means your progress has been saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
It's nice to know. But yeah, I think they really did intend for this to be the first level you went through. And oh yeah, I remember. Giant chicken. Oh my goodness, that poor chicken. I do always feel bad for that chicken. Always. When that part comes up, it's like that poor chicken didn't have a chance. Alright.
Whoa, I'm dizzy.
Okay. I don't want to keep speaking. Oh my god, I thought that might have been a glitch then. Oh my god, because I didn't actually intend to speak to him again. Okay, now I can. Can I? I'm not even... Oh, I think he said something as well. Like, I'd have worn him down in a minute. You didn't need to... That sort of thing. They're so ungrateful. They really are. But you'll never know because he's not let me talk to him. Oh god. But that does that. And if you talk to the mayor right here...
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I awarded you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
He'll give you an egg, obviously. So, our final person... Oh, it's Jenny again, but minus the glasses.
I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Says you. But that opens up the way to the beginning of the level. I like the fact that you can easily loop to the beginning of the level. It's appreciated. I think 2 did that as well to some degree. But it's something I've always appreciated. Make my life easier. There is one more side section. This is an area we can go into with Spyro though, so... Don't worry, no more Sheila. Hi, Hunter. Before I get started on this, well, you can probably already guess what this is, just by, like, looking at it. It's a skate park. I'm guessing that Tony Hawk's was really popular around this time, you know? Or, like, the video games at the very least, because... Yeah, there's skateboarding in this. Can I confess that I'm not a big fan of it? I don't mind this first one so much, it's fine, but... I'm just... I don't know. I don't go much on this. So I'm just gonna wander around, grab some gems. I mean, I could do this while I'm doing the skateboarding challenge as well, and it would save me time, but I don't want to end up getting distracted by gems and then running into something, because I would totally do that. And there's a couple of gems up there. I don't think that it would be feasible to get with the skateboard anyway. So if I come over here, grab these at the very least, and I've got them. I can't, like, obviously go up all of these. But I do like to say, I like to get the gems, and then I can't get distracted by them. They're, you know, bar from, like, the ones that I need the skateboard to get up to, I don't like to get distracted and end up wiping out, because that can happen, and I really don't want to wipe out in some cases. Right, I think that should be enough. I should be able to go back and talk to Hunter now. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
Yeah, sure.
I bet you can't catch all 15 lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
Is this why Hunter has that kind of dude voice to him now? Because this skateboarding minigame challenge? This one, I say. There's more than one. So, 15 lizards, find them all, take them all out. Remember where they all are because there is a second challenge which also gives you an egg. And you have to do that in a time limit. So, make his life easier, remember where they are the first time round. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Luckily, the time limit when it actually does come down to it is not strict at all, so you should be fine. Alright, so there's a couple that run through here, if I remember rightly. Yep, there they are. Running side by side. I missed a gem. I missed a gem. Luckily, you can wipe out in this first part, skateboarding part, and it'll be fine. It's the second half you don't want to wipe out. The second challenge where, you know, it's timed and that. Not so much because of the timer, but the stipulation is you can't wipe out as well. There's multiple stipulations in that one. These ones can be a bit of a pain. Luckily that one was alright. Grab you. In the original I used to just kind of like push them, almost push them up against the boarding parts and stuff. Anyway, the last two's up here, as are the rest of the gems. This is also very annoying because they like to turn around. But I got all the gems.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Very nice of you. Emily. Hi, Emily. Talk to Hunter again.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be easy, though. Go get him, Spyro!
It's not going to be that bad. Like I say, just don't wipe out. And try and remember where they all are. I've played this so many times I remember where they all are off by heart. So it's fine. So we're just doing this again, really. Do this within 3 minutes and you're golden. You've got plenty of time. 3 minutes really isn't a lot of... Like, it really isn't that bad, actually. So yeah, just... Like I say, your biggest worry isn't so much the timer. It's wiping out, and you don't want to wipe out. That's your biggest worry here. Especially, like, because I always tend to find myself wiping out when I try and do, like, tricks and stuff. See, that's why I think you're annoying. Ugh. Luckily, like I said, 3 minutes is more than enough time to do this. Okay. Last two. Right up here. This is probably where I could end up wiping out because I swear these guys are jerks. And they like turn around. There we go, never mind.
Whoa, that was sweet! And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
Okay. You didn't find that the first time, why? Nonetheless, we've got Daisy now. We've got 6 out of 6 eggs. That is 100% level completion. Did I get that come up? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was going to say, did I see that come up on Sheila's Alp? Because I don't remember. But that is everything in Sunny Villa done. Like I said, if we hadn't done Sheila's Alp first, we'd have had to come back and do Sheila's section. This is just so much easier. So now we are returning to Sunrise Springs, and I believe there's a cutscene coming up. If memory serves. It's either after the second level you finish or the third one, and I can't remember which.